One of the things that we have to be worried about right now is with all these protesters going out there, ranging from the guy in South Carolina who was practically crying, saying like, I don't hate you. We are all here together on this planet together. And then they walk out and single him out to be arrested as he's literally on his knees.
Evil. So evil.
Or the really mean people who say mean things to police officers like you're bad, or you're a pig, or you're an a-hole, or stuff like that, as they are behind their shields with their batons and whatnot. One of the things we have to worry about is that people might decide, like, I don't want to be a police officer now. And then we would be all vulnerable. And who better to tell us this woeful story than the heir to the Swanson frozen food empire?
How many more nights like this can we take? How many more nights like this before no one in America will serve as a police officer? It's not worth it. The people in charge hate you. The job doesn't pay enough. At that point, who will enforce the laws? Who will be in charge? Well, violent young men with guns will be in charge. They will make the rules, including the rules in your neighborhood. They will do what they want. You will do what they say. No one will stop them. You will not want to live here when that happens. Chaos is the worst thing always, and wise leaders understand that. It's obvious.
Pause it for 1 second. Well, he's done there. What does the idea of violent young men with guns telling you what to do with no recourse as to what they do? What does that remind you of? For me, it reminds me of the literally dozens of video clips we have seen of cops walking around with their guns. Get into your house, light them up, or just.
The way certain neighborhoods are policed in general. I mean, this is why.
Yes.
What happened? The guy was murdered. I mean, this is, and again, and I always go to Cornel West, but I love that he said in the interview with Anderson Cooper that, again, this is about a properly functioning democracy for all. So actually, thank you, Tucker. You're doing a great job of explaining how people of color, how poor people, how black people experience policing. Exactly. It is armed paramilitaries that you don't have democratic accountability over. And it is dangerous and it is terrifying and it's no way you'd want to live and it absolutely needs to be changed. So well done.
Yep. And then this idea that cops aren't paid enough because people are criticizing them. Maybe we should talk to what happens to teachers, right? Like the entire corporate reform of education and charter thing is all about how we have bad teachers who are just hanging out there, or lazy city workers.
Teachers get paid less than police officers and got demonized for not only failing students, I mean, actually basically taking a chunk out of the economy.
Yep.
By the most wealthy people on the planet. And they didn't get any, I don't know. What did they get for it? I guess the only answer for teachers that they always have is that they get the summer off.
Now, to be fair, I have some footage of protesters just absolutely roasting police officers in a very comedic styling, if we want to watch that.
All right, well, let's watch this. I mean, Tucker Carlson has warned America that if protesters are allowed to be mean to cops, nobody's going to want to be a cop. Cops get a pretty decent pay package, incidentally.